What's up, everybody? Max Whitman here, joined once again, as always, to my left by Kato. We are... What are we at? What month is this? This is July. It's week 2, Wednesday, week 2 of July. It's the Fallout show from Slammiversary 2018.
Good pay-per-view.
Good pay-per-view. It was a good pay-per-view. Scored a 74. It's our best pay-per-view yet. Didn't quite live up to our pay-per-views providers' standards. But we only fell just short. It didn't really hurt us all that bad.
Yeah, only about 3 points.
Only about 3 points. But it did gain us a lot of popularity, and now we have the Fallout show. So, we saw Dolph Ziggler defeat Aries for the world title. Eddie Edwards became the first ever Canadian champion. We had an X Division title change hands. The only title that didn't change hands was the tag team titles. So we got a lot of developments going on, and we'll jump right into our Fallout show here. As we press on forward as Impact Wrestling. Here we go. So we're going to open things up. It's Chris Jericho doing what Chris Jericho does. 74, not too bad, but it's just a TV show. Not too bad. Chris Jericho is coming out to the ring now, and he's announcing that his first Slammiversary at the helm was a huge success, even though he came up short against Kenny Omega. He has nothing but respect for Kenny. And for all the hard work that he's put in. He said, but as the CEO of Impact Wrestling, his focus must now move towards the horizon, and that horizon is Victory Road.
Victory Road tournament should be very exciting. Very, very exciting.
Yes, it is. So, Chris Jericho's announcing now. He's saying, Victory Road this year, for the first time ever, the Victory Road tournament will consist of 2 8-man tournaments, 1 for the number 1 contendership to the world title, and 1 for the number 1 contendership to the Canadian title. 16 competitors total, operating in 2 separate brackets altogether. 8-man pool play. Everybody will face everybody else at least one time. Then the top 2 points from each bracket will go on to face each other in the final of their respective tournament. So the top 2 point getters from the world tournament will face each other in at the Victory Road pay-per-view in the finale to determine number 1 contender for the world title at Bound for Glory, and vice versa for the Canadian title. The top 2 point getters for the Canadian tournament will face each other at Victory Road, with the winner going on to Bound for Glory to receive a title shot for the Canadian title. So very similar to New Japan's G1 format. It's actually identical. So if you're familiar with the G1, you'll be familiar with it. But Jericho is announcing here that he has had, that his phone has been ringing off the hook with talent from all over the world trying to get in on the first ever Victory Road tournament. And we might just see some tonight.
That's right. So definitely stay tuned for the next couple of shows for sure. Because we're going to have talent from everywhere popping up. So we're going to see who could battle their way into the tournament. Because the tournament didn't even start yet. So
So the tournament will be entirely on television. The only matches that will take place on pay-per-view are the Victory Road finale matches. The 2 Victory Road finale matches. So for the next 2 months, there'll be guys battling to make their way into the tournament, make their case why they should get into the tournament, and then you'll be seeing all those matches on television.
All right, let's get into first match.
First match is going to be Kenny Omega versus Moose. It gets a 52. Moose pulls a 34. Moose and Omega don't click.
Okay, that would kind of make sense.
So, kind of makes sense.
Here, what we try to do is pretty much get Moose into better competition because he's been pulling decent matches on Explosion, but it's normally against guys either at his same level or lower. So we kind of wanted to see what he could do against, the better competition, see what he would grade out at. And
he came out roughly the same.
Well, no, it's bad because these guys don't click.
This is true.
So
once again, excuses for Moose.
Yeah. He's still pulling 34 with someone he doesn't click with.
Fair enough. 34 is terrible. In the next segment here, this is Jay Lethal's stable. They are out to the ring. So they're out to the ring. Lethal is going to gloat about what he did to Cody Rhodes the other night at Slammiversary. And he's saying now, with Bram and Tommy Mercer by his side, he is the unstoppable force. Bram and Tommy Mercer are going to issue an open challenge to anybody in the back who wants to come out and test their wills together.
Yeah, Tommy Mercer and Bram is going to be another new tag team on the scene. So our tag team division is just constantly getting better and better and better. So the next match is going to be whoever want to step up to the challenge to fight Mercer and Bram.
And it is the Latin American Exchange. Hey, they still work here. They still work here. They're going to get squashed in 6 minutes. It's a 40 overall rated match. We figured it would just be that, but it's a simple thing. So Bram and Mercer, they both put on 40s, so pretty solid. But this was what it was. Simple squash match, just telling a story. So we get another tag team match here. It's going to be Davey Boy Smith and Nick Aldous versus Anarchy. Anarchy is going to defeat Davey Boy and Nick Aldous in 12 minutes. Cage is going to go over with a flying elbow drop.
So we have Davey Boy and Nick Aldous. You normally see Davey Boy with Cedric, but Cedric has just been coming along a little slower. So we tried Nick Aldous to see how he would do paired up with Davey. It actually looked like it appeared to give Davey a huge boost.
It did.
I mean,
close to a 60.
Yeah. With Cedric, he was, high 40s, low 50s. So I think the better tag team will probably be Davey and Nick moving forward. Once again, another tag team in the tag team division.
And we'll see. Hopefully Cedric can develop someplace.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at it, they actually grade out pretty even as a tag team as Anarchy. And Anarchy has been, getting better week by week. And this is only the first time we've seen Davey Boy and Nick Aldis together. So they actually graded out as good as the guys
equally as good as Anarchy there. So we'll see. Hopefully Cedric Rougeau can go down to Explosion and maybe get a little practice work in there. And if not, best of luck in your future endeavors. Because we fired people.
Yeah, I mean, he won't.
Ruthless.
He won't have any future endeavors.
All right, so we get a good angle here. So this is Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler, of course, come out. This is his celebration of his world title victory. He's saying he is now officially the best in the world. He's been a world champion everywhere. And suddenly, booyaka, booyaka!
619.
619 makes his way out. He says, it's funny that Dolph Ziggler thinks he's the best in the world, and he's glad that Dolph Ziggler won that world title, actually, because he's been considering, as soon as he heard a call from an old friend named Chris Jericho talking about what the Victory Road tournament was going to be, he knew he just had to throw his name in that hat. So he wanted to come out tonight and challenge Dolph Ziggler to a match in the main event. Ziggler refuses, says that he's not defending his title tonight at all against anybody. He's not defending that on TV. You don't give away free TV matches like that. And Rey Mysterio says it doesn't even have to be for the title. We'll go with a non-title match. This is for my way. I want to earn my way into that
tournament there.
Into that tournament. So we're gonna get our main event there. It's Dolph Ziggler. It's Rey Mysterio. Rey tossing his name in that hat, trying to get himself a couple warm-up matches and prove that he's worthy to be in that tournament.
Yep, so Rey Mysterio is the first guy that you've seen outside of Impact to throw his name into that tournament. So keep looking out.
Booyaka, booyaka. All right, so we get Rich Swan versus Matt Sidell here. Just a standard match at 54, C-, not bad.
Pretty much the same type of situation with Moose.
Yeah.
With Swan. I think Swan did really good in this match here.
I forgot we even had Swan.
Yeah, he kind of got glossed over.
That was one of those big popular, we really excited we made that signing,
and then forgot
all about him.
I think we were so busy with Slammiversary and working towards that we kind of forgot about some of the new talent that we had signed. So Rich Swan put on a 45 with the former X Division champion Matt Sidell, who actually boosted his performance to almost a 60. He put on in a triple threat match, he put on a 58 with Nitro and Trevor Lee. So it looks pretty good for Rich Swan. I think we can, start looking towards him in that X Division pretty soon.
Yeah. It looks good. I'm glad. I forgot about Rich Swan. I like Rich Swan.
Yeah, I do too, and he's young. 27 years old.
All right, next segment, moving on. And this is an angle featuring Austin Aries and Zack Sabre Jr. So Zack, this is
Who?
Austin Aries. Yeah,
Who is that?
Who? This is Austin Aries backstage. He's getting ready. He's getting warmed up when Zack Sabre Jr. pokes his head in there and says, "You know, it really is a shame that that Austin Aries couldn't retain that title against Dolph Ziggler. You know, because now he, being Zack Sabre Jr., will have to take that title away, and Austin Aries will never see it again." So this is Zack Sabre Jr. saying, you know, maybe I'll have to throw my name in that hat. Austin Aries takes offense to that, says, you know what? We can meet right out in front right now. We can go out, we can have a match, you and me, and we can see who the better man is. So that's what we're going to get.
So right here is new face number 2. We have talking about entering the tournament. Or at least trying to gain his way into it.
That's right,
So
Zachary Sabre Jr.
we'll see how it goes.
So here we're going to get Matt Riddle versus Joseph Park. And a pretty solid match, a 62. Park does what Park does.
And Matt Riddle, he's very impressive.
Riddle did well. Honestly, Riddle, a guy, we opted, you know what? He came in on an alliance loan. And just as a quick opponent for Park. Possibility of somebody that might go into one of these tournaments.
Yeah.
But not somebody that we really felt we really wanted to, like, introduce with a segment or anything major like that. But he does well. Puts on a good showing against Park.
Yeah, he did actually way better than I thought he was going to do, to be honest. And Parks, like you said, continue to do what Park does. I mean, geez, Park's been on fire for about the past
Just put the strap
months.
on that man.
Whoa.
Yeah, no, he is. That's just what he does.
So yeah,
we suck his dick enough.
we have Matt Riddle with a great performance. So we'll see if that qualifies him to be able to join either Canadian or the World Title Tournament. We don't know quite yet.
Got to impress the man. You got to impress Chris Jericho. This is an invite-only tournament.
That's true, and he's invited a lot more people than this.
And here we go. Zack Sabre Jr. versus Austin Aries. That scores a 74. What a great match. So Aries pulls a 74 performance.
Yeah.
Zack Sabre Jr. the 58.
59.
59?
Don't you short him.
I apologize. Austin Aries pulls the win with a brainbuster in 17 and a half minutes. He defeats Zack Sabre Jr. and sends Zack Sabre Jr. packing. So Sabre comes out, challenges Aries, says he's going to earn his way into that title, into that tournament, loses the match, but did he do enough to impress Chris Jericho to earn that second phone call?
I don't know. I mean, a 59 is actually very impressive. Wow, I'm really shocked that match scored that high.
Yeah.
So
and a lot of it is Aries carrying.
That's true.
Sabre can go, man.
Yeah.
Sabre can go. There's no doubt about Zack Sabre Jr.'s ability to get it done in the ring.
That's true. That's one of my favorite things about bringing in new talent because you never know, you know, how they're gonna do, who they match up well with. So I'm excited about Zack Sabre. Hopefully, we can actually get him in the tournament.
Let's see.
That'll be awesome.
On to the next segment. We got our main event. Another 74. It's Rey Mysterio versus Dolph Ziggler. Rey Mysterio and Dolph Ziggler have great chemistry, and it showed in their performance. Mysterio pulls a 75, Dolph Ziggler a 72, and the world title storyline advances with the segment. That's because I got Dolph and Don Callis. So don't read too much into the storyline advancing. That's because Dolph Ziggler and Don Callis are both in that storyline.
And Dolph is the champ.
And Dolph is the world champ. But Rey comes in basically. Now, Rey was the only one so far who said he is throwing his name in that hat.
Yeah.
Obviously, tournament by invite only.
Right.
So you have to be physically invited by Chris Jericho, into this tournament. That's how prestigious it is. So all these guys, including Rey Mysterio, the former world champions, they all need to do something that would impress Chris Jericho enough to invite him in. Jericho has said that he will be making official announcements on who's in that tournament at a later date. But for now, he's made a couple phone calls. People have made phone calls to him, and he's brought people in for a tryout of sorts.
Yeah, I mean, I can't wait till we have this tournament sorted out and we get to see who's all in it.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, the talent we brought in so far to, just look at, just guys who I've never seen before, they're pretty good. I mean, this Dolph and Rey match That's like actual world title caliber match.
Which, for the record, Rey Mysterio defeats Dolph Ziggler when Dolph Ziggler intentionally gets counted out.
Yeah, Dolph
walks off. So I forgot to mention that in there. Dolph walks off mid-match. He's going to walk out there. So Rey Mysterio is going to pick up a win against Dolph, but it's an intentional DQ. So that's gonna that's gonna do it for the show. Let's go to our end show here. We pull a 72. So increases our popularity. Great show. Good Fallout
45
show.
45 regions.
Increases our popularity in every region that we're televised in. That's awesome. Pulls a good rating here. Pleased with it. Happy with it. Happy with the guys we saw. Excited for Victory Road. I really like. I mean, we've said it before. I love the 6 pay-per-views a year because every pay-per-view feels big.
Yep.
And I really, really have good high hopes for this coming pay-per-view for Victory Road 2 months down, and the conclusion of this tournament.
Yeah, I mean it's so many guys that have a chance to be in this tournament. Unfortunately, it's only 16 total. I mean, and just off our roster alone, maybe about 8 to 10. So it's not too many spots open for this tournament.
No.
So I'm excited to see what other guys can come in, earn a spot, put on good matches. I mean, I think this tournament will give you the best matches from guys all over that you'll see, period.
Well, exactly. That's it. You'll no doubt get, in terms of match quality, like that's really what I'm shooting for, what we're shooting for in this specific tournament. Slammiversary is, Slammiversary, Bound for Glory, that's the big pomp and circumstance. It's the big, bringing the big name. But Victory Road, that's an in-ring tournament. We're looking to bring in the best wrestlers in the world to put on the best matches in the world. Victory Road is not a sports entertainment tournament. It is a professional wrestling tournament. Right. The best workers in the world are going to be there. So that's the Fallout show. Some developments with Jay Lethal's crew, the seeds being planted for Victory Road, and much, much more to come. So thanks for stopping by, and join us next time and anytime after that.